Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to open and host a Google Meet today. So I'm going to start by going up here to the waffle. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I'm going to find the link for Meet. It happens to look just like this with a little video camera. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me to a new window. So this is what the Google Meet screen is going to look like. So you have a couple different options right here. So we've got new meeting, create a meeting for later with a link, start an instant meeting, or schedule in Google Calendar. Or sometimes your teachers or students, you'll be able to have to enter a code here or a nickname. I'm going to go ahead and start new meeting. I'm going to use start an instant meeting. So it's going to go ahead and log me on. I'm going to choose to mute myself and turn my camera off just since I'm using this as the purpose of a how-to. Okay, so this little screen pops up right here. It talks about your meeting. You can copy this link and send this out. You can have people dial in on their phone, and they would have to enter a PIN as well. You can also add other individuals right here by clicking this button, and then you can send out the email. So there's a couple different things that you can do while in Google Meet. You can click on this button right here that says CC, so I could turn on the captions. Okay, you can raise your hand icon. That way your teachers or other classmates would know that you are raising your hand. Maybe you have something to say, or simply you just want to ask a question for clarification. When you don't want to raise your hand, if you accidentally click on it, you can just click back on and it turns it off. You can add reactions. Maybe your teacher or classmates said something that you really thought was interesting to the lesson or something that was important. You can add a reaction to it. There's an option to present now. So as a teacher, I would present my screen. I could do my entire screen, a window, or a tab. In the past, I have hosted a virtual class when we were shut down due to COVID. So I would connect my iPad, which is another device that I use at my school, and that way I would hop on a Google Meet, present my screen through that, and that way my students could see me writing on the screen, so that way I could effectively show instruction. So there's 3 different ways to present here: your entire screen, a window, a tab. And then you have the 3 dots right here. There is a whiteboard, so you can open up a Jamboard. That way you can have collaborative and your kids can also see what you are writing. Or as students, you as well could collaborate there with your classmates or to show your teacher stuff as well. So you can manage your recording here. That's where you can record a Google Meet and be able to send it out if somebody missed class or missed a meeting. You can change the layout. So this simply layout allows you to change it into tiled mode, spotlight mode, or sidebar mode. If it's in tiled mode or auto mode, you can simply change how many tiles you can see on your screen at a time. This works really great, teachers, if you're in a faculty meeting and you want to be able to see your colleagues, or same for students if you wanted to be able to see your classmates. Maybe you guys were sharing a project together. That way you could be able to see what's going on. There's also an option to have full screen, open picture in picture, which is another way to open up another screen as well. Apply visual effects. These 2 I'm not very familiar with, open picture in picture and apply visual effects. As an individual in my district, we do not use those as well. You can also turn on captions. This is another way to do it, as well as down here. Using a phone for audio, that's another option. And then some troubleshooting and help or reporting an issue if one arises. So there's a meeting details button right here. So again, this is the joining info that first popped up when you first logged on to the Meet. You can click on this button, which will copy the joining info, and you can also send that out to colleagues or classmates as well. This allows you to click on the people to see who's in the Meet, who's muted. You can add people as well. The host has specific options here to mute and unmute. And you can also pin to screen, so that way everybody can see your screen only at a time. That's another host option. You can start a chat box here for in-call messages. You can ask questions. So teachers, if you're in a faculty meeting, this is another way to be able to send a message to everyone that's in the meeting, or as well to your admin so that they can see your question that you're asking. As well as students, for you guys, you can also ask questions here. Maybe you need your teacher to go over the concept again. Maybe you just wanted to ask a question for clarification. You would be able to send that right here, and everyone would be able to see that. And then activities in here. So there's a couple different activities. So breakout rooms is one. This is a really cool activity. It's often done in faculty meetings or professional development sessions, or students, your teachers would often break you up into smaller groups so that way you could discuss with people in your class. So this is just a unique way of randomizing the groups, and that way there's a collaborative piece for communication there amongst who's in the meet and for whatever various occasions it may need. Polls, this is a way for you to gauge instruction if you have a quick question and you want students to vote on it, or vice versa if you wanted teachers to vote on something. Question and answer, give everyone an easy way to ask questions. Recording, another option here. Transcripts, capture the conversation for later. And whiteboarding as well. This is very similar to Jamboard. And that's the features of how to host a Google Meet for teachers and students. And when you're ready to end the call, you would go ahead and hit this red button right here, which is very similar to FaceTime. And that would be how you would end your Google Meet. Have a good day.